Okay, this is Saiyda Muhammad's assignment. It's called Love, based on the assignment that I put on the board. Now, last thing I mentioned before we left class was structure. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. We used to talk on the phone all night. Next line. I loved when you used to say, I can't wait to see you, and jumped into my arms. You see how I'm just changing the lines? Now that's what our love was supposed to do. That's our past. Our love was supposed to last. How could you make promises that turned into lies? I'm just going to go through some quick structural edits. Notice how after the conjunctions, I am putting them on the next line, first word. Or even love me, but you will never forget my name. Understand this. You were the man that helped me create a beautiful baby. Being a mother means everything to me. Why take that from me? How could you live with yourself? I know a mother's love will always stay. And one day, she will come running and say, Mother, I do love you. Now, this is good. It's a good poem written as it is. But here's the beauty of poetry. The centered style is usually what new people do. This is the best way to really tell if your poem is going to have a flow. Centering it and reading it out loud won't give you that feeling that you need to actually get the proper voice of the poem. After you find the voice of the poem, then you can start giving it a visual effect by centering it and justifying it this way. And you'll flip-flop between this style of format and this when you put out a book. Because when you put out a book, you'll put it here, and then you'll move your title to here, where the cursor is right around at the 7. Let me make this a little bigger for you. So, we can't zoom in on that. So right around here is where it will be, but right now we're going to go back to the other side. We used to talk on the phone all night. I loved when you used to say, I can't wait to see you, and you jumped into my arms. Let's create a new stanza. I remember you used to lay next to me. Now that's our past. Our love was supposed to last. How could you make promises that turned into lies? New stanza. I will always be a strong woman without you. So you don't have to stay with me or even love me, but put a comma here. Now, punctuation, because you already, it's not necessary all the time. The only punctuation that you must always use is a question mark. And the second one is sometimes, depending on the energy, the words exclamation points. Everything else is optional. So let's get back to the edit. I will always be a strong woman without you. So you don't have to stay with me or even love me, but you will never forget my name. New stanza. Understand this. You were the man that helped me create a beautiful baby. Let's give a new, let that stand by itself. Being a mother means everything to me. Why take that from me? Let's make this a statement. Keep it as a statement. Let's get rid of the question. Put a period. Put you can't take that from me. How could you live with yourself? Let's take that out. I don't think it's necessary. Because see here, you're talking about the power and joy of being a mother. So you don't have to start condemning him. You already did that up here. If you're going to put that in, put it up here. Now you still have it. Let's take this out. We already know you're the one talking. Now, here is a question. She, who? Who is the she? So we'll put that in question marks, in parentheses, because we're questioning who is she. Because you just say child or baby, but you don't say the gender. You are the man that helped me create a beautiful baby. Baby, boy or girl. So this will be underlined to go with this question here. All right, so very good poem so far as the theme and message.